This video was made possible by my Patreon.
So these are the AirPods Pro, and honestly, really weird device. So like before I get into the nitty-gritty of this thing and why I find it to be weird, let's talk about the features and why they're pro. So first things first, noise cancellation and transparency mode. Those are the two headline features of this product. Basically, you know, these things are accessible through your control center. You look at your volume tab, you can toggle it to noise cancellation or transparent. And yeah, that's that. That's why they're pro. And listen, as someone that travels a lot, that flies a lot, that spends a lot of time in trains and cars and whatnot, and wants to block out that ambient noise, noise cancellation is great. Before, with regular AirPods 1 and 2, I would normally need like one more stop of volume to be able to hear like watching a Netflix show on an airplane comfortably. Usually I'd have to go for like this kind of maneuver to be able to hear all the dialogue clearly. And seriously, with noise cancellation, that fixes that. That's completely out of the question now. I can hear everything, so that's great. And then on the other end of that, there's transparency mode, and that's kind of great, I've come to learn, for walking about town or running. You get those 3 different tips, you get that initial setup screen that allows you to see what is the best fit for your ear, and it works fine. Now I will say this is probably a very unpopular opinion, but I'm not a huge fan of earbuds with silicone tips. I just don't really love the way they feel in my ear per se. Like, I understand it's a snug fit and all that. I kind of still prefer just the loose, solid seal of just 1.0 and 2.0. Again, it's looser, but in my opinion, it's more comfortable for me for long-term use. That sort of leads into audio quality. And again, I'm not impressed with these. To be completely brutally honest, I think I prefer the sound quality coming out of 1.0 and 2.0 over AirPods Pro. In my opinion, they get louder. At 75%, there is a difference. In my opinion, 1.0 and 2.0 just have a nice, flatter, more universal sound for general music listening, whereas the Pros have their moments, don't get me wrong, but I still prefer the way the majority of my music sounds listening on my original and 2.0 AirPods. Listen, I'm not a major audiophile, but I do know what I like, and I do know how I like to listen to my music. So with that said, I want to talk to someone who actually does know something about audio.
Hi, I am Jacob Wolos. I am a sound engineer. Brandon had me test out the AirPods V2 against the AirPods Pro. For our test, I listened to 3 tracks: Billie Eilish's Bad Guy, Sufjan Stevens' Impossible Soul, and Bon Iver's 10 Death Breaths. There's a lot of variation in those 3 tracks. Banjo, choir, horn section, digital processing, a lot of samples, really sonically diverse thing. The first thing I noticed was that the original AirPods sounded better across the board. They had a better flat rate response. The low end sounded much more intelligible. In contrast, the AirPod Pro's low end was there. There was energy present, but it didn't feel like it gave an oomph. To me, it's really impressive when an earbud with a super small diaphragm can create or synthesize good, strong, low-end frequency response, and those original AirPods do it. The new ones don't. The original AirPods felt like they gave individuality to every sound. There was clarity among different instruments and textures, and that's really important to me. So after all these tests, I find myself far more inclined to want to use the AirPod 1.0/2.0 over the AirPod Pros.
So next thing I want to talk about is something that I've actually struggled with for a while now with the original AirPods: mic quality. I feel like 9 times out of 10 when I'm on the phone with someone using my AirPods, either walking about on the street or just going about my day in a controlled environment, the person on the other end of the line finds it very hard to understand me. Usually I either sound like I'm in a tunnel or they're just getting a whole bunch of ambient noise, which is drowning out my voice. So now switching over to AirPods Pro, they're exactly the same. Everyone is still complaining that I sound like I'm in some sort of hobbit hole. Now, sort of going deeper on this design, we have new controls. Before, on the original AirPods, it was sort of tap controls. With the Pros, you actually have this little indent that will allow you to invoke Siri still, you can play and pause, you can go forward and backward, and you can change whether it's transparent, off, or noise cancel. Now, in my experience, just because I'm still trying to get used to all the controls, it's a little confusing still, but with time, I'm sure it'll be just as easy to use as the original AirPods for me. Now the cool thing is you can still change some of the controls in the settings for this guy underneath Bluetooth, but you know, again, it's not super granular, which I'd hope it would be considering its pros, but you know, it's better than last year. So I guess sort of general overview of this whole entire experience with the AirPod Pros. Unpopular or not, I think I'm gonna use these 1/2.0s just as much as I was before, and use these Pros for pretty much airplane use and that type of thing. Just general overall usability I still give to the earlier version of this product. But yeah, no, what do you guys think about these AirPod Pros? Do you think it's a worthy purchase over the 1/2.0s? I mean, it's a pretty steep price tag. Now, fun fact, I'm actually gonna give a pair of these away to you guys. So this giveaway is gonna be held over on Instagram. So go over to my Instagram account, go give me a follow and like this exact post, then head back over to here, go in the comment section, tell me why you want these guys, as well as leave your Instagram handle. And that is it, you are entered, you are good to go, good luck. Results will be posted at the end of this week that the video is posted. Thank you all. Again, I'm gonna go back down to my Havard hole. Okay, bye. So yeah, that's it. This video is sponsored by my Patreon, so definitely head over there if you're interested in some premium content because it supports the channel and it's a pretty dope time. Even $1 means a lot. You guys keep this every other week upload thing happening and you keep our big, soft lights on. I literally did not think that you did that. I thought that that was perfect timing. Either way, thank you all for watching. Stay tuned, take it easy. Bye.